Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is very interesting. It's one of my favorite DIYs so far. I hope you will like it too. If you like it, please leave a thumbs up and leave your comments below. And yeah, please do subscribe if you have not yet. Okay, I'm gonna talk about things you need to build these horns. First item you need is M-Seal. Um, uh, it's very easily available in the market. There are two packets inside. One is a resin and other one is a hardener. You will need to mix both the clays together, and I'm using my hand to do it. It's actually not harmful, but some of you might feel a little itchy in your fingers, so protective gloves are recommended. However, I've never seen any plumber or electricians using gloves while using this M-Seal. So though safety instructions are on the box, please read it. So I'm done with one packet. I need to use one more to get the desired height. So I'm planning to do approximately 2-inch height horns. So I'm going to use another packet. Each packet is 25 grams. So I'm going to use 2 for each horns. So there you go. That's 25 grams. So I'm going to use that. So like I said, 2 packets for each one. So I mixed all that together and mixed quite well, so that its squaring is done pretty well. Else if you don't mix it properly, it might not hold good. So yeah, so the challenge now is to get the shape, because I do not have a mold to build that horn, so it's gonna be completely my creativity. So like I said, like you see, I already made one horn. It took me some time, but I built one. So now to make another one which gotta look exactly like that, at least pretty close to that. Now since I didn't have a mold, the first one itself was difficult. So now to build another one which gotta be pretty close to that, so that's a double challenge. So but I'm trying my best to do and get the exact shape and height and width. So let's see how it comes up. I started all this as as an experiment, with just an idea in my head, what I want the end product should be. Rest started falling in place. So yeah, so here's this. I've made 2 identical horns. Now I have to leave it for drying, say about an hour or something, and I'll come back. So it's all dried up, so it's rock solid right now, and it's not very identical to each other, and there are a few rough places which I need to file it. So I will be using sandpaper. That's another item which would be needed to sand it and make sure all the rough places are smoothened out, and file something which are extra, and try to basically make both of them pretty close compared to shape and size and height of that. So I'm going to start sanding it, and it's gonna get really messy, so be prepared for that. And it's gonna get really messy, so be prepared for that. It's gonna get dusty as well, so So make sure you smoothen out, you know, every side of it. So you can rub your finger and feel wherever it's rough edges and rough places, and and sand those areas a little more. And if you find idea was to smoothen the surface, as well as if it is width is too much, or it's not leveled, so idea was to file it and make both the horns pretty close to each other. So it took me some time. I had to file it multiple times, since there was no mold. I built it through hand, so I had to really file it and get it to look pretty much close to each other. So far so good. It looks pretty close to each other. So I'm going to show you. So let's see it. So that's where exactly I'm planning to put that on the helmet. That's one on the right side and one will go on the left side. So now you can see that there's a lot of gap below the one of the horns. So if I put it like that, it won't look good, so I need to fill that gap. So I'm going to use half packet of M-Seal again and patch up that particular part. So I already did that and got the required height. Now I'm going to sand it again and make sure that fuses with the existing one and doesn't look that patchwork won't look. So I'm going to file those both, and I've filed it so that it's all level. So if you look at it, it looks pretty close. I agree it's not identical, but it's pretty close. I'm quite happy with the outcome, so I'm going to stick to it. And now the next thing what I need to do is to paint it. Yep, so I need to paint this and plan to do a black matte finish paint so that it matches with my helmet. So I bought this acrylic paint. It's easily available in the market, any hardware shop or any paint shop. So I got this matte black. It's a flat black, that's what it says. So I spray painted it. Make sure you do this outside your house, so that otherwise it has that alcoholic smell which might you might not like it. So just do it outside the house. Shake it well before you do it, and probably do one or two coat. It dries up pretty quickly, probably 10-15 minutes it's dried up. So I did one coat, two coats already. So I let it dry, and then I'll come back. That's my bike all covered up. Okay, so that's the finished product. The paint is all dried up, and it's a matte finish, so it won't be like a glossy finish. So I wanted a black finish, so to give a dull look. I'm pretty satisfied with the outcome of this. I wasn't expecting it that much, but I was happy. So now I need to place this on the helmet. So one on the right and one on the left. The color is not exactly what I expected. I wanted it to match exactly as my helmet, but I didn't get that exact color match. So, but I'm happy. So I need to decide where exactly I should put. There's two ways I can put it, either on both sides of the helmet, or I can put one single right in front like a rhino. Even this will look good. but since I made 2 of them, so I just go ahead and stick 2 of them on both the sides. So the next thing what you need for this is adhesive which can stick this together. So that I got, oh yeah, before that I had to file the base again to make sure it's a little rough and flatten out. The next thing so I had actually the sticker bought it some time back and for some other purpose, so it's not the same thickness. So I'm going to use 2-layered. So after putting the primer, I just stuck that sticker one side, and I'm just gonna cut it and bring it to that, stick it completely on the base. It's quite sticky, so make sure you get a good double-sided sticker. I would recommend 3M because it's a good quality one, because you're going to stick it on the helmet and you do not want it to fly off while you're riding the bike, so it has to hold pretty strongly. So make sure the one side is well stuck, and press it and make sure it's completely holding properly. So both is done, and now next thing what I need to do is I didn't remove the other side of the sticker, so I'm making sure the edges are smoothened out properly, otherwise it won't look nice, it'll show. Let me do that quickly and then get back to you guys. So all done, and so it's all, I've cut that into shape. So now all I need to do is stick it on the helmet. So alright, so I need to peel the red protective plastic out of it, so that other side of the double sticker is exposed. It's quite thin, and I don't have nails much, so it's a little tricky to pull it out, but not that difficult. So now that adhesives are exposed, I need to apply the primer again, which came with the 3M stickers, and then I'm going to stick that onto the desired location. So while I was doing this, I had to really put pressure so that it holds the helmet pretty well, and it was drying up pretty quickly, so I had to do everything pretty quick. So I had to put good amount of pressure onto the helmet so that it sticks very well and hold there, right there, pretty strong on my helmet. What do you guys think? Alright guys, let me know what you think about this video. If you like it, please do give a thumbs up and leave your comments below. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer that. And until next time, cheers and take care and ride safe guys. Thank you.